Now this was a fun episode. It really was. Very interesting and colorful villains. A very hopeless situation of would-be heroes trying to go against the odds. And of course, the unlikely hero to come in at the last moment to save the day in his own little heroic twist. This is what I can really want to see from Accelerator. Knowing he's like a Saitama in a way from One Punch Man, you don't want him in the spotlight all the time, I guess. Because he can just destroy most of his enemies just like this, if he wanted to. Only those who truly understand his powers can pretty much go against him from time to time. We've seen that in Season 2, in partial of, I guess, Season 3 as well. But Naru's powers from the cleaners, the bunny girl, I take it back. First, I thought it was just her transforming into a bunny suit, and that was it. I was like, seen it before, seen it a ton of times. Both anime and American cartoons, nothing new. Until I understood how her power worked. That's only then I got invested in her power. Okay, her power, pretty much, she manipulates paper, flexibility, she can create anything out of it if she wants to. From bunny suits, from weapons, to even an Iron Maiden. So yeah, her power is very, very creative. You really understand the science behind it, which in a way is like JoJo. I keep comparing us with JoJo, but in a way, in JoJo you gotta understand how a stand works. And by understanding how a stand works, you can understand its strengths and weaknesses, and you can use that to your advantage to overcome your opponent. That's just how it is, unfortunately. And I like this style of shonen battling more than anything, where you have to understand your opponent's abilities and use that, whatever it is, to work for you in the end game, which is a nice way of doing a good battle, a suspenseful battle. Hunter x Hunter does it. Kimetsu no Yaiba does it. I like those kinds of anime. That's just full-out awesome brawling. Those are fun to look at. But I like more intellectual battle. A battle where it explains the powers by action instead of just words. So, Naru's body power is okay with me. I take it back. And for you to do that within one episode, I can say, grade A. Then we can see one of the other ones, Yuka's powers. Her power is to do with, I guess, I'm not good at this stuff, okay? So bear with me. Temperature, liquid. I guess she controls temperature of things, because when she put the liquid on that one of the DA guy, the last Soul Survivor DA, she did like minus 256, I believe, degrees. I can't remember all the way, but it was a very low ass number in the negatives, for crying out loud. And because of that, the dude, he's already dead. I don't know the number it takes to get in cryogenic sleep, but he would probably be on that number at the point where he was dead. All it took was one smash, and he's itsy bitsy pieces. No coming from that whatsoever. So Oslo, Esther, and Hasami, or her name is Huato now. I guess that's her name now. And they were trying their best to defend the teacher and me and that little sister there, I guess you can say. I don't want to keep saying the Misika all the time, because even though it is, they have their numbers. But I can't remember their numbers all the time. There's so many of them. So I just say little sister, I guess. Or just say sister. I'm still debating on that in my mind. Well, anyways, the further point. What do the cleaners hope to gain from all this besides promotions and bonus pay? I'm guessing they want something more. They have a point in what they say, but the ends don't always justify the means, I guess, for some people. They see the adults are screwing up the city. They are 100% correct on that. Majority of the adults, the ones in power, are ruining the city. Their own selfish needs. That is the reason why all this terrible stuff is going on in County City. And they believe by destroying each teacher at a time, they'll eventually get to the person who's pulling the strings, the source, the the headmaster, the principal, you know, the people who call the shots, that rains down on everybody. They hope to get there one day, but then they have to understand if they really want to get there one day, they have to overcome all of Academy City's strongest. That includes the 7 level 5s in the city. If you can't, if you're afraid of Accelerator, how do you expect to ever get to the source in the first place? I guess they didn't think this through. Then again, they're just children. But still, watching them play around and fight against the other enemies was entertaining as hell. It was very, very entertaining watching them fight, especially Naru. You know, she was just playful and she was just all over the place. I wanted to see more of Saki Seiko, or her name is Saki Seiko's powers, the one that can control friction, because I still think that's one of my favorites of all the 4 powers. In the leader's power, you know, hers is not really a comeback oriented, so she can't do much. But I want to see more of the girl that can control friction's powers the most. But Naru was still entertaining nonetheless, and it seemed like they would have won that if it wasn't for Accelerator coming in. Accelerator, you can't beat the dude because he controls all vectors. And almost everything has vectors into it. All flow of movement and motion. You can't do it in a way. You can't touch him. It's impossible. And the only way to touch him really, it's Toma. Or you create a device that can be like Toma's in a way that can also wrinkle up his vectors as well. That's the only way you can really get to the guy. So any other person that challenges them is good. So it shows that you can have OP, like really OP characters in a show, but you gotta have them coming in at the right time, at the right moment, in order for it to have that satisfying execution in the end. That's the only way I can really explain it, in my opinion. Because think of One Punch Man, you know, they have tons of characters in there, and the characters put up amazing moves, great fights, scenes, some good development, interesting speeches. But then the bigger enemy comes in, and all things seem hopeless until Saitama comes in, and then he gives off a nice, beautiful execution in season 1, and then towards the end of season 2, I guess. Let's just all admit, season 2 was a disappointment. I want, not because of animation really, but more of execution of the arcs that they were setting up. Very bad. But nonetheless, I had a good time with this right here. It was really fun, and seeing all things wrapped up. You know, I guess the cleaners didn't really have much to do, so he got the DA's gone. The cleaners got their butt whooped. So I'm wondering when the opening will change again. It'll show like the next bad guys that show up that are trying to get Accelerator's way to keep peace in his little patch of heaven with Last Order. So anyways, that's all I got to review. It was nice, fun. I enjoyed the cleaners' powers. They're really fun to watch. You know, they're entertaining and stuff. Especially Naru. Naru's my favorite now. When it comes to powers, is the girl that does the friction. But characterized, definitely Naru. So anyways, if you enjoyed my content and enjoyed this video, and of course enjoy anything that's a certain something, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and of course hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload. Madcrownxox, signing out.